All right, so very interesting drama-filled weekend since I made the Pro Jared video. Pretty much immediately after that video went live, and I was like, man, I've never seen someone drop so many subs so quickly. And then the whole James Charles situation happened, and it was, there's a million. I'm not here to actually talk about the James Charles situation. I do want to say that a lot of people asked about it, including on that Pro Jared video. But I'm clearly not a beauty guru. I don't even think my hair is fully dry right now before I started recording this video. This is not where my expertise lies. So I don't see myself making a full James Charles video unless like a lot more information comes out, but basic thoughts are, I think she is way more offended about the fact that he seems to have like promoted a different vitamin company that's not hers, which, you know, to be fair, if you feel like you've been instrumental in someone's career and then they start shading you and then say that they don't want to promote your vitamin company because they have young fans and then turn around and start promoting a different vitamin company, which we're gonna get into. Like, I can see how that's a little bit shitty, but depending how far some of these allegations go of him kind of potentially like coercing people, trying to use his fame to specifically get straight people to like make out with him or just different things like that. I know there was a lot of stuff coming out immediately after like Coachella about how he had kind of behaved at Coachella. And it's almost like there was kind of blood in the water, and then that's why she decided to drop her video. My thing is like, if you were that bothered by the things he said about like straight people, straight waiters, and his interactions with people like that, you would have maybe revealed that earlier and not when you felt personally wrong about something. But, and I mainly say that because she's not a younger influencer. Like Tati she's like 36 or something. Like she's old enough to know that if somebody's doing something like that, you would consider, they could potentially get like very harshly scrutinized. That's more important than like feeling personally wrong because your friend decided not to promote, your personal company. Like, I am glad that she came forward with some of those allegations. So now people can maybe look into it to see if it's more serious, but that's pretty much all I'm going to say about that situation. I'm sure there's a lot of information that I don't currently have because I haven't been extensively looking into it, but we're going to leave that aside. But we're going to grab that supplement, that vitamin supplement, and we're going to bash that into the next story that we're talking about, because this is actually something I've been planning to talk about for a while, and and I'll probably still make a bigger video about it, but it's kind of conveniently, this story lended to me being able to talk about this. So we're actually going to go and we're going to flip over to the other drama of the weekend, which was H3H3 versus Trisha Paytas, and just kind of the drama surrounding that. So for those of you who don't know, H3H3 released a video last week talking about kind of the difference between what people put on Instagram and what they look like in reality. So you'd have a lot of pictures where it would show what the person looked like on Instagram, all done up, all angled, occasionally photoshopped. If y'all have seen any episodes of The Thought Patrol by Nerd City, you can see how a lot of influencers like Tana, like Sniper Wolf, who likes to call people out for it. I would like to say that Sniper Wolf loves to call people out for photoshopping pictures, and she photoshops the shit out of her pictures, but anyways, people like that, photoshopping their pictures to make it look like they have smaller waists, better skin, just really working the angles, and, that's how you want to, roll. That's totally fine. But he was calling people out like that, saying that this is what's contributing to people having, really, really negative self-worth looks in themselves. Because some people are, incredibly, self-conscious about these things, and, you want to follow the people that you support, but you're on Instagram, and you just start seeing these, perfectly catered photos, these perfectly, everybody looks so perfect, everybody looks so flawless, but sometimes that perfection literally takes tons of editing, tons of angles, tons of Photoshop, and just manipulation of the photos to make them look like that. So literally people that are seen as icons for how thick they are aren't that way. They're just taking pictures to make it look like they're endowed in ways that they aren't necessarily endowed. So he was pointing out a lot of that and pointing out the issue with it and pointing out how that's contributing to social media being a major issue in today's society, which it definitely is. That was kind of where that drama started. But then he kind of made some comments that people were like, well, now you're almost going back the other way because you're now insulting these people.
This girl is the spokesman of Instagram reality. Why are you even a model if you're gonna modify your looks that much? It's like from beauty queen to WWF wrestler in 2 seconds.
And this is where it kind of got a little bit more tricky. You know, he makes jokes like this all the time. And in his mind, he's like, I'm just insulting the people that I feel are being shady. I'm not gonna go to a person who's just posting a natural picture of themselves and say, wow, look at how, you know, flat that booty is. That is not America's ass, or whatever. He's calling out the people that are trying to put themselves out there as like perfect ideological versions of the world, and then, you know, just direct comparing them to like the other pictures. Now, you can disagree with how he did it, and I totally get that, like, maybe he went about it the wrong way with some people in some comments. I'm not personally bothered by it, but again, I'm not a beauty guru. I don't put myself out there in that way, and that's not usually something that tends to bother me. But I do know that there are a lot of people out there that would bother them, and you can say, I think that the argument you're trying to make is now being cheapened by the fact that you're like reducing some of these other people, the way they look naturally, to their looks. And like, I get it. It's mostly just for humor. It's mostly just for comedy. But then that's one issue. But then the next issue. So one of the people he was commenting on was Trisha Paytas. And if you don't know who Trisha Paytas is, she's the one who did the 1,000 layers of... I'm not going to say the word. I might put a bit of a very blurred, just a couple seconds of a blurred video here. It's bad. It's disgusting. So I'm not personally a fan of Trisha Paytas, but I don't watch her videos or anything other than being subjectified to that one and a couple of other things when she pops up in the news. But she was on my list of people to talk about when talking about crappy supplement marketing, because so she comes in basically saying like, you know, Ethan, you're just ruining, you're making it worse. The problems that you're talking about, you're literally exacerbating. You're making these people, you're being harmful to women. I can't believe you're about to have like a kid and you have a wife. Like saying some pretty horrible things. And I understand she was one of the people who was being insulted in the video. She has a right to kind of like stand up and talk for herself. But I do think it's hypocritical when she is someone who very clearly does this, who's had, you know, surgeries, who's clearly taken advantage of a lot of these things that people do, like Photoshop, to make themselves look better in pictures. It's a little bit hypocritical for her to come forward saying that, you know, the things he's saying is more damaging to the self-esteem of people than people that would look at her pictures and think that they're real. And then I'm going to take it this one step further, because that's whatever. Like, that's almost like, I can understand if you're an influencer today, I feel like you unintentionally might get thrown into that culture, whether it's something you really consider the damage of or not. And I realize that a lot of those people get to a point where they feel like they can't put themselves out there honestly because of the things they see online. So then they therefore feel compelled to use different, you know, face tuning apps and Photoshop and different things like that. Like, I totally get it. I get the desire for it. But her saying that the things that Ethan does and says is more damaging to, you know, the self-esteem and the mental health of the people that watch the videos is really, really hypocritical, considering she is one of these idiots who likes to try to market, you know, weight loss supplements, appetite suppressing lollipops, and just like tummy tuck drinks and like weight loss teas, you know, bullshit, stuff that can all be filed under like bullshit. Like a couple months ago, I made a video about some chick who made that whole Jilly Juice cleanse thing and talking about how insane that was and how damaging that was. This is the same thing, except she's trying to talk about integrity when she's accepting money to talk about this kind of stuff. She's getting a paycheck from these companies to say, wow, I would never have been able to lose all this weight if it hadn't been for Shisha Your Organ Out tea. It's just been the absolute best for me. It's so easy to lose weight when everything I shove in my gullet immediately gets shit out of my body because of this tea. I think I went a rant on this on stream like a couple weeks ago. If I can find a clip, I will post it.
This diet tea works wonders. Every time I eat and everything I eat, I just drink some of this tea and then I shit it all out.
But yeah, she likes to talk about how like she would never have been able to lose weight if it hadn't been for this stuff, which is like not true, and that stuff's really just not healthy for you. And the fact that you see people like Trisha Paytas, like Tana Mongeau, like the Kardashians, and other people promoting this kind of stuff is absolutely disgusting. I just want to put that out there. If you're like one of these people who's considering buying something that's marketed as like it will help you lose weight, or it's like a tea or a supplement or a pill or anything like that, it's bullshit. Don't take shortcuts, because it's literally your life. Like, just eat a little bit better, eat a little bit less, and get some exercise in. You'll just feel better for it as a whole anyways. But this kind of stuff is terrible for you. Like, it will, like, literally, it might make you lose weight, but it's probably going to be because you're basically shitting your organs out. And it's really weird because she'll try to, like, market herself as, like, chubby and rich and all this kind of stuff and being happy, but then we'll turn around and literally be trying to hawk these dietary supplements, which are terrible. And it's disgusting. And that is damaging to your young, impressionable viewers, because there are people who are like, well, I didn't think I was overweight, but I guess maybe if I want to look that way, like, I guess I'll never look that way unless I take these supplements. Or, wow, she seems to be doing okay with it and she seems fine, but, like, they're probably not actually even using these products. They're just taking the money to market the products. Like, appetite suppressing lollipops. Come on. Like, I pray that no one would be dumb enough to buy them, but at the same time, I understand how bad certain people's self-esteem can get, especially when they're younger, and when you're being promised these, like, quick tips and tricks, and you think that it's something that you're being, like, properly marketed by somebody that you look up to. I can understand why you would default to it. So, yeah, here we go. I've drank Boom Bod for the past 15 days. I ate healthy and mixed in some light exercise, and these results are amazing. Eating healthy and exercise is how you lose some weight. It works so well to decrease bloating and get rid of those late night cravings. I've just released 2 new flavors and a men's product as well. Treat yourself and your man at Boom Bod. Don't buy this shit! Oh my god! Just drink some water. Like, at least I start looking through the comments and you got people being like, Trisha, what the fuck are you doing promoting this shit? Does it actually work? People being like, no, it's just for money. It's like, you make enough money, stop promoting a diuretic. You had surgery, that's why. That's a really, really big reason. And it's disgusting that they promote this kind of stuff, and it actually makes me sick. I can't even show you this video because my video would get freaking demonetized, and like you can see the surgery in action here, but let you guys listen to this video, basically. I'm gonna let you listen to this video because I can't play it because my video would get demonetized because she's wearing a bikini.
Hey guys, I am currently in Maui shooting my new music video, and we are on a little break, so I am doing my Boom Bod 7-Day Achiever program, and right now I am working on my afternoon motivator to give me that little kick of energy throughout the day and suppress my appetite a little more till we get my next meal. It also is keeping my belly from bloating. All you have to do is put a little bit of water into a cup. This takes literally 20 seconds, a little shot of water. You dump this packet full of beautiful pink powder in there.
That's about all I can show you. That's about all I feel comfortable showing you.
And then just mix it on up.
This was from March 20th.
And cheers to de-bloating, a flatter tummy, and lots of energy throughout the day. Hey guys,
She has a little... It's so simple. Drink water. So yeah, she's just like loaded with stuff. And then like literally a week earlier is a picture of her just like literally eating whipped cream out of a can. This is not safe. This is not healthy to be promoting to people. This is, oh, it's ridiculous. So that's where I take the bigger issue with all this. You're promoting these fake products that are damaging to people, that can actually cause like long-term issues, especially if some of these people are like really young. And the vast majority of what this does is it just basically just makes you pee more. So you're basically dehydrating yourself, which makes you think that, like, it basically just forces you to like expel your water weight, and it makes you think that you're losing actual weight, but you're not. And they're just not healthy and safe. So Trisha, I would say that you, in fact, are more damaging to your young female audiences than Ethan is with his like shitty manatee jokes. That's basically it. You are more damaging promoting bullshit products like this that you know don't work. Because you're getting a paycheck for it. And you're pushing that onto your impressionable young fans who probably do have a lot of body positivity issues, and trying to put yourself out there as a body positive icon and then saying that like people should be taking these supplements. You're disgusting. You're vile. And that's somehow you're now more vile than when you did that disgusting layers of challenge. I realize you probably don't even care, and you just saw this as a good excuse to like stir up some drama, get some attention to your channel, and here I am feeding into it. But I feel like this is important to talk about because of the supplement angle, because of the fact that you're promoting that kind of bullshit when you've had surgery and you you don't even try to promote any kind of like a healthy lifestyle beyond that. And it's disgusting that this is what you're putting out there to people. So that's why I'm talking about it. And I might actually do a big old video at some point just talking about all the different people who market these supplements. But I honestly think that if somebody is marketing you something that they're going to tell you will make you lose weight, that just the product alone will help you lose weight, or if it has that addendum with like just light exercise and a healthy diet, you know, this is the normal stuff that you would do to lose weight. Like it's bullshit, and you should really start questioning their integrity because it's disgusting. And we all know that they Photoshop all their pictures anyway. So the fact that they put this out there as if it's these products that are giving them the bodies that you're seeing, it's dishonest, it's disgusting, and it needs to stop. So yeah, that is gonna do it for today's video. Let me know what you guys are thinking in the comment section down below. Did you see Ethan's original video? What are your thoughts on that? Do you think he was in the wrong? Do you think he went too far? Do you think it's just like, it's just comedy? What are your thoughts on Trisha Paytas, if you have any? But that is gonna do it for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a fantastic day, and we'll catch you all later.